Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back finally to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I'm knackered, absolutely tired, but I'm still fired up. Still fired up. If you want to know why I'm knackered, you can tune in after right after the intros, man. I tell you what. Oh, what a day yesterday. What a day. What a day. What a morning. What a day. What a night yesterday. Oh my goodness. But I'm still fired up. I'm still fired. I'm still here. I'm still here. And I'm still here. Ramping and raving. I'm fired up. I'm still getting the wheels into motion. Yes. I'm hoping I'm going to be joined by my brother later on. He's got some other bits and pieces to do. But I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. See the other side of this music intro where I'll tell you why I'm fired up. Yes. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over. What is going on all over the world, man? God. I'm still fired up, man. I'm tired, but I'm still fired up, people. This one, welcome back to. There was no show yesterday. There's a good reason for that. But before I get into that, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news. Some serious latest news, man. Talk about breaking news. We're gonna bring it and we're gonna break it to you. Kapow, pow, pow. Yeah, fired up, man. Fired up. Anyway, subscribe. Hit the bell notification button. Like I said before, a few seconds ago. Yeah, so you can receive literally all the breaking news right here, right now on Cannon for the TV. Pop, pop, pop. Whoa! Bit of a giveaway. Bit of a giveaway. This guy behind me. Sneaky, slimy Stan. Silent Stan. Anyway. Woo. Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke in dramatic U-turn ahead of Daniel Ek takeover bid. Yeah, there's been a U-turn. A U-turn, people. Now, this according to the Mail on Sunday. I know literally we try and take the news coming out from there with a pinch of salt, paper talk and all that kind of rubbish over there. But I've seen other sources, news sources, media sources saying the same thing. Potato sauce, cranberry sauce. Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke may be prepared to sell the club after all. And Arsenal are set up for sale. Yes, I repeat, for sale. Kroenke, Stan, Josh. Again, we've got to take this news with a pinch of salt, but when I saw the news early this morning, breaking news, and although they have said remain 100% committed to Arsenal and are not selling any stake in the club, we have not received any offers and we will not entertain any offers. Our ambition for Arsenal remains to compete. I repeat, compete to win the biggest trophies in the game, and our focus remains on improving the competitiveness on the pitch to achieve this. But however, the Mail says that Arsenal are up for sale, and have been for the last 2 years, with a previous interested consortium quoted £1.7 billion. 1.7. Arsenal up for sale. Arsenal. Somebody's ready. Somebody's ready with his cash. Arsenal are up for sale. That is breaking news, people. You see, I just disappeared there. You see that? Look, I just disappeared. And I'm back again. That's wicked, though, isn't it? That is the breaking news. Now, again, I'm taking this news with a pinch of salt. I've seen some other bits and pieces of whispers saying that this is possibly true. Possibly true. It's either one or the other. But I'm gonna wait literally for this one to gather more momentum before I open my mouth. Actually, I've opened my mouth already. I'm sorry, guys. I said it. That's right. I said it. I said it right here. I said it. I said it here. Go tell your mom. Go tell your mom. Alex said it. Arsenal for sale. For sale, man. Yeah. Morning, Ralph. What's happening, bro?
Morning. I just literally just left one meeting. Spoke to my daughter. She's okay, and I'm back with you on another Sunday, a Sunday catch up. So sorry if I'm 5 minutes and 44 seconds late, but I'll just literally just rush across. You okay?
Yeah.
What's
No,
this
I'm
about you?
tired, man. I'm tired. I'm
What you
tired.
said?
I'm tired.
It's, uh,
I'm tired.
yeah. Have you explained the reason why you're tired?
No, I'll leave it up to you to explain. Go
Because
for
you're
it.
that tired. Okay, guys, morning. Yeah, my brother, in his infinite wisdom, said, Ralph, we're coming up. I said, when? He said, well, actually, we're about 5 minutes away from your house. So it sent me and my daughter in a state of panic to try and get everything organized. And I said to him, you know what, Alex, you need to be a bit more organized when you come to see me. But one, it was lovely to see you. When we're on this platform, it's quite easy. But when you see your family, you take as much time and much appreciation and gratitude to do the hugs. We didn't hug, though, did we? We just shook hands or we fist pumped or
We,
something.
we did. We
Did
did.
we?
Yes, we
I
did.
don't remember. Or
Well, you
maybe it was
wasn't
at the end.
there. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I was still in a state of shock. So that's
Okay.
what you were.
And for those who
But
don't know, Ralph lives in Wales. So it wasn't like just like a 2-minute journey. It was like
yeah,
all in one day, there and back in one day.
yeah. Superman Alex, or is it Black Adam? Black Alex
I
decide
don't know.
to.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. One is
Yeah,
I'm
but
tired. I'm still fired up, man.
you fired up.
Yeah, of course, man. Did you not hear the
Okay,
news?
not literally. I just come out from one meeting, Alex. So if film me, tell me what's going on in the Arsenal universe.
Arsenal are up for sale.
Hey!
Kroenke has apparently put up Arsenal for sale. There is a figure quoted roughly. I mean, the last consortium who showed an interest, they put a bid in, and this is actually 2 years ago for £1.7 billion. But according to the Daily Mail, Stan and his son, they put Arsenal up for sale. I mean, there's been a comment there. There's a link that Mr. Fuhrer put up in the Cannon Boy TV WhatsApp group, but I'd seen the news earlier than he could put it up. But yeah, Arsenal up for sale, up for sale.
Brilliant,
So
brilliant news.
I think there's
Who?
there's there's a protest today. I think before the game. I think
That's all
so.
right.
Yeah,
Well, it'd be a protest stroke, kind of like celebration, I would imagine.
not yet, not yet, not yet. No, I won't be happy. You know when you
It's
see,
got
yeah, you know when you see like the players who sign for Arsenal, you see them like with the top, they're grinning. I won't be
yeah,
happy until I see literally he's holding up the check from
yeah.
Daniel X, saying yes, this is the money I
No, he
got.
has his bags. No, when he has his bag, he's like this. He's leaving the Emirates. That's what I'm celebrating. Forget about the check. Because those things you don't see. The actual bags, the actual exit.
Yeah, and I was actually saying that I'll wait until this one kind of plays out again before we really talk about it. But that's the break. That's the breaking news. Yeah, the first
That's
segment.
amazing.
The second segment is in regards to certain players being mentioned for the game today. Now, Arsenal provide Alexander Lacazette, Kieran Tierney, and David Luiz injury update ahead of the Newcastle clash today. Yes, it's a 2 p.m. kickoff back in the Premier League. Also, I confirm that Alexander Lacazette is unavailable for the clash against Newcastle due to a hamstring problem. But Kieran Tierney and David Luiz could return at St James's Park. winner Lacazette limped off the one more draw against my second club. But yeah, they said that he Alexander Lacazette will not be available today, which leads me to believe, Ralph, that he'll be available for the game on Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a coin flip or anything now. It's literally all the chips on the table. Push it all in. It's all in. It's got to be all in. So yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see again.
Okay, and the last bit of news, like I said, because we'd like to give these in sections of 3, is the reoccurring midfielder Ives Bissouma, who I've covered him numerous amount of times on the channel. Guys, if you're interested in my thoughts, personal thoughts, you can go back across the platform. You see breaking news. Ives Bissouma is coming to Arsenal. But anyway, Arsenal apparently are confident of securing the deal to sign Brighton midfielder Ives Bissouma. Arsenal are confident of winning the race to sign Bissouma. According to reports, Mikel Arteta is keen to strengthen the heart of the Arsenal's midfield after landing Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. We know that last summer. And according to the Daily Star, Arsenal believe they are winning the race to land Bissouma in the regions of £30 million deal. And that's something, again, we'll keep an eye on, see how much there is more in this one to run in the legs. And yeah, we'll keep you updated. And that's been the news of this morning, Ralph. How are you feeling anyway?
Yeah, super. Okay. I'm not going to get too carried away because you know what it's like. We've been here before, Alex. We've been here before so many times. We're like, yeah, this is gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Be excited and all this malarkey, and then we become underwhelmed by the results, and then all of a sudden it becomes also before you know it, we're into a new season, and then we lose a match, and then we start asking questions again. So let's keep a steady head, as it were. We'll follow this story to its conclusion. If there's a price, as you quoted, it'd be interesting to see who is going to be the new owners, because does that mean Dan Gotti now will want to step in, or will Mr. Eck would want to step in with his consortium? What's the bigger picture for the fans? Does that mean that we'll be able to actually have a proper AGM so we can have a look at how transparent these guys are? Are we going to be potentially having a situation where fans can actually own parts of the club, so then it doesn't go as it has done with Kroenke? So it'd be interesting to see what segments and what the detail, that dotting the I's and crossing the T's would mean for Arsenal club and Arsenal fans and players alike.
It's funny you should mention about Dan Gotti, because all the while I'm thinking, what's happened? Where is he? He's gone all quiet. All the news has gone stone cold dead. So it could be. I mean, I'm not sure if you watched the interview they did with Arsene Wenger a few days ago. He's on that channel, BN, and he said ideally when you're doing business like this, you don't broadcast it. You keep it behind the scenes, and then you reveal, actually, I've brought Arsenal, or whoever's bought Arsenal, but that's the traditional way to do things. But then I remember someone saying that with the Kroenkes, the way they built up their wealth and empire is owed money. Real estate, sports development, that kind of stuff. Whereas Daniel Eck is like the new guy on the block with new money. Yeah, he's bought his money, with Bitcoin and doing stuff on the internet. So he's got his way of doing things. I think that's the way I'm looking at things. Stan Kroenke will probably be doing the dirty deeds behind the scenes, whereas Daniel saying, actually, in the open, I want to be transparent. I'm looking to buy Arsenal because I was an Arsenal supporter for the longest time. But like I said, we have to wait and see how this one plays out. But where's Dan Gotti? Where is Dan Gotti?
He's in the background. He's in the background. Like you're saying about old money and new money, Kroenke is like old money is potentially like moonshine. All moonshine and stuff, isn't it? So they make their money, and money now these days are all about property and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all that. Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
or the new way of making the same moolah
Okay.
but big.
Do you know what? I think let's go into the live chat for the first time. It's an early one because
It is
I've got other things I need to be getting on with, and let's see how
like
quick we can. Hmm?
like sleep.
Wait, unfortunately not. I've got to go to church with the
Oh,
missus. So yeah, and it starts at 12. So that's why the early start. And maybe when I come back, I'll get some Z's before the kickoff. 2 o'clock.
yes.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, the enforcer says, "Good morning, Alex. Hope you're having a good weekend, bro." Yes, 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 yes.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Des.
yeah. I'll say enough more than that. Good morning, Alex says the assembled. Good morning, the assembled. I hope you are well, Jonathan. It's been a while actually. Hope you're well. Hi, Alex. Is it true? It's on. Apparently, apparently. Let's just keep our whatever you got. Cross them. Cross your fingers. Cross your legs. Cross your. I don't know. What else can you cross? Just everything you got. Just cross it. And
Yeah.
you hope. I don't know. Best news we have heard in a long time, bro. I just hope it's true, Ralph, man. I hope it's
Yeah.
true. It's all about pride now, Alex. Oh, good morning, James. Hope you're well. And we are a mid-table team, and that has to change soon. Europa, our only hope at the moment. Finish the season and a major clear out from top to bottom, ownership, management, and the players as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight to it.
Doesn't that make you wonder why all of a sudden the sale? Does it make you wonder, Ralph, why all of a sudden now he wants to sell?
I'm. We can come to quite a few conclusions. Oh, yeah, a few conclusions about this. It could be just the fact that it's the fans have become very vociferous, very vocal. Um, we pretty much like don't be too negative, but we put soured the milk, as it were. We soured the milk, and all the posturing from his son Josh. Really, he sent his son in when really you're the owner, and the owner means you take ownership of everything. So why couldn't he, for the first time ever, have said, "Okay, I'm here. Tell me what is it that you want," and he will got it, pretty much both barrels, as it were. But he sent his son in to try and do like the PR bit to try and smooth things over. Um, and we're not, swallowing that pill. we're, we're a bit more wiser. I'm just hoping collectively as a fan base that we become more vocal and not buy the merchandise. Um, like we said, that's how you hurt rich people. You don't buy stuff off them, you know, and soon enough, if they feel that the milk is too sour, then they go elsewhere. And if let's face it, he's going to make money out of us anyway. He's making money out of us, but if he's going to make money, he wants a payday like anybody else would do. So if the price is what the price is, then maybe the reason why, as we mentioned earlier, then Gotti is quiet because, as Arsene Wenger mentioned, when you see a price, the Arsenal way is you go in under the radar. So it could be like a bidding war between, there may be another factor to this as well that we're not aware of, but there may be other people may be interested, So yeah, if he's got the price that he wants to set it at, now it's a bidding war to see who's going to come in. Let's face it, whoever comes in, we want to make sure that they do their due diligence and we do our due diligence as well.
I was just about to say that. I was
Why it's all
just about
great.
to say that. Yeah.
Why it's all great that we want those owners. We don't want to be back to square one minus 10 in 10, 15 years time. We want to make sure that one of the most used word that we have at work is sustainability. That and people understand that they're custodians. You know, we want to make sure that for the time being that we look after it in the right way, because then we want to make sure that the next set of owners and the next set of players and the next set of coaches come in that bring us up to that next level. But it's sustainable. It's not here today, gone tomorrow. It lasts, you know, another 100 years. So let's make sure that we do our due diligence and we get the right people in for the right reasons.
Des says, good morning, Raz. Bro, hope you are good.
I am, Des.
Actually, says, hey up, Gooners.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, assembled, but I would take it at the moment, bro. And so would I. But we don't want to find ourselves, like Ralph says, that we're out of the frying pan into the fire. Yeah. Let's make sure we do our due diligence. The board members, that they do their job properly. We don't have anybody just coming in, literally just waving a wall of cats in. I'll buy Arsenal, and then we find out maybe this person actually also wants to do the same thing as Stan Kroenke. So we need to make sure that we do our homework, due diligence. Raz needed a bit more time to organize. Quick, Alex. Alex is here. Tidy up.
That's how it was actually. It was literally a state of panic. It was going to be like a legendary Saturday with my daughter, and all of a sudden it was like, oh my God, let's make sure everything's all decent. So yeah.
There was a protest for today and next Sunday. There was, or there is, a protest. There is a protest, not a was. But unfortunately, I can't go. I can't make today. I was at the Emirates on Thursday, and there was no one there with me. A one-man protest. I went live, and there was no one there with me. Won't be celebrating until the link is dry on the paper. Yeah, the ink is dry on the paper. Absolutely, yeah. And like he's holding up the check. I see, the players come in, holding up the shirt. I want to see him holding the check and say, yes, I sold Arsenal for this amount of money.
You ain't gonna say that.
Well, unfortunately, that works two ways. Arsenal is for sale, but the price is going to be unreasonable. What do you think? Tricky Stan is more apt. Yeah.
He is. He's gonna do whatever he can to make sure that again, for rich people, rich folk, they want to make sure that if you're gonna buy something and you're gonna sell it, then you sell it for for more than what it's worth, because you're gonna use that money he's gonna use that for leverage for the next thing. Is he still building that stadium? Are they added to it or whatever? His ranch. The Walmart needs more staff in the States or wherever it is. So wherever that money is, he needs to make sure that he can sit comfortably as he has been.
Actually, Des says, yeah, I agree. Do not think it means much, as Arsenal have been up for sale apparently for the last 2 years. That's what I said. It's been up for the last 2 years, and I think it's just a matter about the price that the person is willing to pay to get Arsenal out of the hands of Stan Kroenke. We'll have to wait and see. And Kroenke said yesterday he has no interest in selling
until the right price comes.
Arteta stay and sign Bissouma. Thank you for that, Alex. Actually, Arsenal have been up for sale. Like Wenger wouldn't spend money that wasn't made available. I think Dangote is all hype, and you know what I think about that. Yes, I know what you think about that, Des.
I don't know what you think about. What does Des think about that?
All right, okay. What do you think about it, Des? So we can have it in black and white. Tell your brother from another mother, Raz, what you think about that, Dangote. Give you some time to get those fingers working. Morning, Ralph. I didn't realize that Aubameyang had changed hairstyle.
I thought you was Thierry Henry. You're Thierry Henry last week.
I ain't saying nothing, man. Yeah, sorry for correcting your grammar, Ashley. Yeah, the past, present, and the future tense. Simple past, yeah, simple present, and simple future. There is a protest, or there will be a protest. Sort yourself out, mate. Sort yourself out.
I the teacher stepped in.
Morning, Alex and Ralph. Answering your first question, Arsenal always matters.
Yes.
It does. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't believe the hype, Ralph.
Don't believe the hype.
That's what he thinks.
Is that in relation to Dan Gotti or
Yes,
okay?
Dangote. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll respond to that. I feel that the best if somebody's intentions are honourable and they have a true kinship to our club, then it's good to portray them in the right way, because you never know where you'll see them along the journey of life, as it were. So if they support Arsenal and their heart's in the right place, then great. If he feels that he wants to buy the club and he's doing stuff behind the scenes that we're not always going to be able to see everything that happens from even a player's perspective. When a player joins the club, we don't sit there until actually there's a press conference. So, some things are best done behind the scenes, but in this day and age, it's also good for the club as a whole to be transparent, so that you can see, the way that the company is going. There's got to be a vision. There's always got to be a vision for a club, a company, whatever it is. And if the vision is right for the fans will tell you pretty much if it's a positive or a negative. So yeah, don't believe the hype. Do your due diligence, but at the same time support those who want the best for the club.
Yeah. Des actually says, I have to say, I think the Arteta support is shrinking with each match. I think, guys. I just find it very, very funny that, when we win, the Arteta outs just kind of seem to blow into the background. And then when we lose, oh my goodness, yeah, Arteta out, Arteta out, Arteta out, Arteta out. Do you know my thoughts? I don't like to see managers get sacked for the last time, because when players don't perform, who gets it in the neck? It's the manager, isn't it? But I've got to say, on Thursday, this was at Arteta's door. I mean, the formation, the players that he chose, a false number 9 in a game of this significance, he got it completely wrong. Now we can talk about the players, they didn't turn up, but for me, the players in the first half, they looked like they didn't know what they were supposed to be doing.
Again.
Maybe Again. So in one sense, I can understand why, the crescendo for Arteta's head, is kind of building up. But again, what happens if Arsenal sacks Arteta? Is there going to be a war chest for a new manager? The new manager comes in, a lot of the players that maybe Arteta has recently brought and given them contract extensions, he might say, actually, I want these players out. And then we start the same process again. We're back to square one again. So solving that situation with Arteta, I don't know. I don't know, Ralph, man. Do we sack him? Do we keep him? I don't like to have that debate, Ralph, about whether we should sack.
I know you don't having that debate purely because of what happened to Unai Emery. And, we've seen how Unai Emery's played out. His methodology with Villarreal. So there may be a few Arsenal fans thinking, if only, well, that ship has sailed, that horse has bolted. We've got Arteta. Pretty much, yeah. It was the match on Thursday was at his door. I don't understand, and I still don't understand why you would not go in to a match of that magnitude without striker. This false number 9, and to me, it doesn't bear any sense. And we haven't even played that kind of way before anyway. You know, if you're trying to spring something from the Pep Guardiola's playbook, we don't have Pep Guardiola's team to do that. So why would you do that? I don't understand. It doesn't make no sense. You play. I said this on so many occasions. Arteta's got to know he's 11, and it seems like now he doesn't know he's 11, or maybe he was just trying something out. But the order of the match on Thursday was to score. You're playing away. Scoring a goal is double points. So if you spent the first half bombarding the opposition with 35-yard range shots or tiki-taki, but on target shots, then more often than not, you may come away with a deflective shot or whatever. We've always said this, Alex. Why not try something from outside the box? Because you never know what your luck is. So when I saw the match, I only saw that the last 10 minutes of the match. I saw Villarreal walking through midfield. They were down to 10 men as well. We was in the ascendancy because they had their men sent off, and yet we looked like we could concede at any moment, whereas they was walking through midfield. I don't understand it. Do you think that on the return leg we're going to be able to walk through their midfield? Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance. And all they're going to do is just score one goal, and they'll be able to close up.
Yeah.
They'll be able to close up. We have to go full up. We have to score. I feel we have to score maybe 3 or 4 goals just because they're going to score. So we have to cover ourselves. The one away goal that we got from Saka wasn't a penalty. It was a soft one, but the referee was just so flip-flop as far as I'm concerned. But he acted in our favour. We never ever get referee decisions. I always say when you're away from home, you're not going to get VAR. You're not going to get the referee. You're not going to get a UFO landing on the pitch. Whatever it is, the fans, whatever it is, you're not going to get it. You have to do it by putting the ball in the back of the net. And Arteta, for whatever strange reasons that he seemed to come across, we've got 3 strikers on the bench. One of them would run his socks off, and he didn't put him on until like the last few minutes. It's all to do on Thursday. It's all to do on Thursday. I don't like to count us out, but maybe it's just one of those things. Actually, just a quick story. As I was finishing my shift Thursday night, I was walking through Market Hall, and one of my mates is a Man United fan, and they were losing 2-0. And he said, "Ralph, man, this team, it's going to have to take a miracle in order for us to get back into the game." When I got to the flat, to hear that they scored 6 goals, and us was trying to score 1, and they were Man United was playing at home, so it's no doubt that they're pretty much through. They're pretty much through. Us, we always do things the long way round, and if we ever get through this one, we're going to be facing against a Man United team who put 6 so far past Roma. What are our chances?
Oh dear. The symbol comes back in and says, my partner's company is working with Dangote. They are behind schedule by a year at best. Shh. Okay, that's breaking news, isn't it? Thank you, assembled. Thank you, man. Yeah. I agree about Arteta, Alex. Would be funny if they did buy it and then Vieira pulled rank and sacked Arteta so he could be manager. Working it backwards, I wouldn't want Vieira to be manager of Arsenal. I wouldn't want, I mean, look how we treat managers. I wouldn't want his legendary status to be tarnished. He loses 2, and people start to mumble. He loses 3 on the bounce. Oh my goodness, 4, 5, 6. Oh, get him out, sack him. So I wouldn't want Arteta, Vieira to be manager of Arsenal. No.
I remember Dalglish, brilliant player for Liverpool. And when he became manager for Liverpool as well, towards the end of his tenure, there was wordings, not heavy, but it's also it is a bit sad when a former player as a manager, and then also the same fans that cheered him, and the same fans that want him out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a hard ask. But saying that, we've got Arteta. Arteta was a former player, and now he's a manager. So he's going through the mire, as it were.
Yeah, but you can't say that Arteta is like of legendary status.
No,
He was not
no,
invincible. He won the FA Cup a couple of times, I think. But yeah,
yeah,
I don't want any of the invincibles to come and
not
manage Arsenal, man.
level. No,
Keep that
not level.
legendary status intact. Des says, "Hell no, no war chest." But a manager will want to know what is the budget. What am I going to be given to bring in my own set of players to play? You know, in the squad there.
Mm.
You know, if it was me, I'm thinking, okay, I've got these players, but I want to have players to upgrade the squad. No war chest. Who's going to want to come to Arsenal, Ralph? No war chest.
No,
Nah, nah.
no, no. That I think that would be one of the stipulations that when you sit at the table with the new owner and the manager, it'd be like, okay, I want 200 or maybe 300 mil because I know that the new owners can afford that, so we can get whoever it is.
Yeah, yeah. And even like we know it's supposed to be a self-sustaining model over here in Arsenal. If you were to get rid of, let's just say, 6 players, and the return is maybe, let's say, maximum 100 million. 100, is that going to be enough to upgrade the squad, Ralph? 100 million?
No,
I
not
don't
by a
think
long
so.
shot.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
There says the Yellow Submarine stopped a lot of our players playing. Like we said, Emerson Rowe. We didn't know. Well, we didn't realize he was playing. I was thinking, is Emerson Rowe playing? It's like we cancelled ourselves out because of what Arteta had told the players. There was no striker. All the strikers were on the bench. We're playing a false nine, a false 9, a false 10, a false left back, right back.
A gale force.
They were confused, as well as on top of that, Villarreal players, they were doing the thing that they do so well. But yeah, Emerson Rowe, I was thinking, is he playing? Probably didn't have more than 4 or 5 touches in the first half. I'm absolutely sure of that. But like I said, Ralph, it's all to play for. Really,
Yeah.
it's truly not over until that lady sings at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Or the band.
Yeah. Fake Shaq, good morning. I hope Travis Scott is not playing today. Do you know who that is, Ralph?
Yes, I do. Funnily enough, my daughter showed me a couple of stuff on TikTok of Travis Scott, and there's a couple of tunes on there. Yeah, I don't think well, I won't be. You know what, Alex? I won't be surprised if he did play today. I won't be surprised if he did play.
For what
There's no
reason?
Alex. Alex, put it this way: we said that these games, now, we're not going to go any lower. Well, potentially we could go a bit lower than we were. We're not going to get any higher. Potentially we could go a bit higher. This is the time now to use the younger players, the squad players, the Ballagans, the Zizes, get those players in, so they give them more game time, as it were, and then they'll be able to push for competition for places. If you're gonna have, let's say that Arteta has got this master plan for Thursday that Unai Emery is not going to anticipate. What's the chances of that happening based on what we've done so far? Unai Emery, he knows where we live, so he's going to look at definitely who's going to be playing today, and he's going to say, okay, so Aubameyang is not going to play today, so he's going to be playing definitely on Thursday. Oh, all of a sudden Lacazette's fit. Well, we know that what he can do, so he'll be playing. There's no surprise. Unai Emery knows what's coming. The only thing that we can't see at this moment in time is what the score is going to be. We can predict it. I predicted 2-1, but it's 2-1 to them. It was for us. So you know what I mean? Unai Emery knows what's coming, and if James Rose calculated analysis of Unai Emery is correct, Unai Emery could be in the final.
Fake Shack says Arteta needs to realise how beneficial Martinelli is. Whenever he comes on or starts, Arsenal always change the tempo of the game in their favour. And I'm just thinking, at what point will Arteta wake up and smell the coffee? At what point will the penny drop? Huh?
70 minutes. Alex, remember when Arsene Wenger was manager, and he always took off Lacazette about 65, 70 minutes. Has Arteta spoken to Arsene and said, oh, "Okay, Arsene, you know, what do you reckon I should do with my subs?" Well, you know, Arteta, you know that I always take off Lacazette 60, 75 minutes. Because that's the time when the game is pretty much concluded.
But that's taking Lacazette off. Martinelli hasn't even started. Oh, dearie me, man. Mark Webber, good morning. Says, if the price is 1.7 billion after this, 2 billion, he'll up the price to 2 billion. First Angotti and Ek after Ek. After this, the UAE Sheikh. This club Kroenke will never sell. Sack the manager. He's not good for the history of Arsenal. Kieran Tierney, is he playing in the semi-finals? I have no idea. No idea. Do you know if Tierney will be playing in the semi-final, Ralph?
Yes. My insider says that he's playing next week. So
there you go.
There we go.
All right. Next one then. Donato says that he's found some £1 billion under his mattress. I'm going to buy Arsenal. Okay, good luck to you.
Okay, Don. Can we actually, if Don's got the money, can we do the PIs and also the training videos?
I ain't doing no training videos, man.
No, that's what I'll put on the website. If you come to see Arsenal training videos, sorry, they're not. See us at the match on Sunday or Thursday.
M1 says, Alex and Ralph, would it be good to see Arteta survive the Kroenkes? Would it be good to see if he survived, Ralph?
Okay, being serious now, and what you brought up is a valid point. And I keep on saying this. I was one of the ones that said, you know what? It's not, Unai hasn't, he's lost the plot. We could have a chance to get into a top 4. He needs to go. He's gone. We got Arteta. I didn't think Arteta was the man to come in, but I support him. And I'm not going to be the one, as I was before, to say that this man has got to go out. I'll helpfully criticize, because we're armchair critics, aren't we? We're fans. But tactics and everything else. But I wouldn't want him to go at this moment in time, purely because most of the players are his. Most of the players were Unai Emery's as well. I feel that he needs a good to honest transfer window in the summer, and I feel that a full season, where if he's going to be doing the same thing as he has done this season, then we can put a halt to it and say it's not working, because you've had in essence like 2 seasons. He came in the half of the season before. He's got this one, and now he'll have a whole one. You've got 2 seasons, and the process that we're trusting in is not working. And during that time, when we're having that conversation, we'll have a manager will come in who's already established. I think that maybe the person to consult on that should be James Rowe, because James Rowe knows all the managers in Europe, as it were, as well as anywhere, who can potentially do a better job and can get us better set up to take Arsenal forward. Because then we'll be in a transitional period where whoever comes in is willing to support us, and the players now should, the ones that is not going to work out, should be on the way out. And I said before, Arteta will have the 11, the definitive 11, a few of the maybes, and the ones that need to go need to be gone to free up that money. And let's not forget about our on loan players as well, those who are playing for Newcastle and everywhere else. Either you get them in to the squad, or you tell them stay on loan, or you tell them thanks very much, but it's time that you're going to be sold to anyone else other than our rivals, unless it is where they really want to be to go, because they are playing first team matches.
Let me run through these last few before we wrap up this one. Fake Shack says apparently Arteta doesn't have good relations with the players, and if that's true, that's just immature. He's basically not allowing certain players to play because he doesn't like them. I have heard that story. It was more from Martin Keown, where he said after the Thursday game that it looks like Arteta doesn't like Martinelli. Thinking, well, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is about that situation there. Ralph, remember Emery was manager when Barcelona turned around the game against PSG. Only problem weren't Barcelona.
Yeah.
Raz, we know your insider is Eltel.
Damn it.
Secrets out.
Yeah.
Alex would be the manager, and Ralph assistant Arteta is clueless.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I would need to get my badges. Like Des mentioned, actually, a couple chats back, he said that how it's quite easy for us at this side of the camera, this side of the pitch, to say what is right and what's wrong. It's the manager who has to come. There comes a time, regardless of where you are as a manager, when you see something's not working, you have to talk to your number two, as it were. You have to talk to those who experienced the situations that you're in. If he's a manager that has that kind of savvy about him, the ship should be easy to turn around. It should be easy to turn around. But if you're stubborn, if you're hard-headed, if you're thinking my way or the highway, that kind of mentality only works for maybe one or two people who have actually won something. Arteta hasn't won anything other than we're talking about managerial. He hasn't won anything managerial. He's still a manager in training. So that ship is very hard to turn around. If you've got a personality issue with a player, you're the manager. And you can either say to us as fans, I'm not playing him because of X, Y, Z, or you're excluding him. But if you're excluding him at the effects of the team, then it's detrimental. It's detrimental and detrimental both ways. It's going to be detrimental to the player, because the player will feel that, well, you know what, the next window that comes up or loan comes up, I want to do what Joe Willock is doing. It's detrimental to the team, because the team's thinking, we've got somebody who can take the pressure off us. We've been under pressure for so many matches because the guys up front are not sticking the ball in the net because they're on the bench. So the manager has to, he has to put, if that's the situation for what it is, he's got to put that on one side. You've got to put your professional angst on one side and say, for the best of the team, this is my strong 11. I want to get everybody on board, and let's put the result forward so we can get the fans on side.
Just a couple more. Arteta had COVID and had the pandemic to deal with, like no other manager before. Tough gig to deal with. Got one here saying Arteta out. Hooper says, morning all. There's no valid argument to suggest that he hasn't been backed when three quarters of the squad are his players. Brought new deals, kept. And he's clearly out of his depth. Kroenke and Arteta must go. Guys, we're going to wrap this one up because I've got bits and bits I need to do. My moderator for this morning actually says, thanks to all those here today watching, 25 of you. Lovely people here now. So let's hit that thumbs up. And all the new viewers, smash that subscribe button as well. Listen, guys, we're done on this one. We're finished. We will be back. We'll be back just after 4 p.m. later on this afternoon. Of course, the time's going to vary wherever you are in the world. Doing a post-game reaction, so I'm not sure whether Ralph's going to be joining me, but I will be back. I'll be back doing a post-game reaction. Yeah, Newcastle versus Arsenal. To those, again, I'm just going to echo the thoughts of Ashley. Thank you for tuning this. I think we're probably going to call it the Sunday catch-up. Yeah, we're catching up all the news there involving Arsenal. A little bit of hot news, breaking news. It appears that Arsenal is up for sale, but it's been up for sale for the last 2 years. I'm not understanding that. Anyway, Ralph, listen, we'll catch up for the
Later today. Yeah,
cool,
definitely.
Cool.
Okay.
Those of you just kind of tuning in for the first time, make sure it's not the last time. Please subscribe to this channel. And if you've been wondering actually who you've been listening to, you've been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over.